Okay, so I see zero evidence for any claimed God up to this point.
Well,
Do
like, what
you?
do you? No, I believe that there is such a thing.
Okay, so are you able to provide the best piece of evidence that convinces you a God exists? What is that piece of evidence?
It's gonna sound stupid, but
That's not encouraging.
well, it's interesting because there was a time when I didn't believe either.
Okay, so you were formerly an atheist, is what I just heard you say.
Well, I'll say this: I grew up like going to church and things like that, but it wasn't until I had a real connection with the Creator. Um,
Okay, so now I hear you say you were not an atheist, that you just weren't really into it. You were just a child following the rules of the house. You go to church on Sundays and
yeah, there's a big difference between having a connection with him and not.
yeah, but so you keep saying him, you keep saying you have this real connection, and I thought you were going to provide uh, evidence because I see zero evidence, and you said you do see evidence, and so I asked for the best piece of evidence, and so far I'm left wanting.
I will say from the way you're talking, it doesn't seem like you want to
Oh,
absorb.
so you know my mind better than I do. Okay, cool. Hey, what's my birth name? If you know my mind better than I do, what's my birth name?
Here, I'll give you what I was going to say. I guess
So
I
you
just want to.
so you can't read my mind, is what you're saying.
Well, no, I'm not God.
Okay, so you can't read my mind, is what I just heard you say.
Humans can't read minds, no.
Cool. Then don't pretend like you can read my mind. If you present evidence, I will believe. I'm not an utter idiot. Okay, so
Well, you sound
please,
like one.
please find a modicum of self-respect. Believe me, you're not showing yourself
You
very well
sound
as
like
a Christian.
someone. Yeah, you sound very nasty.
Oh, you want a tissue?
Well, I'll try
I
to
think
talk.
I think you need a tissue. Here, I'll give you a tissue. Wow, what behavior? I said I didn't see any evidence for God. I asked him. He said he did. I asked him to provide his best, and all he could do was whine, cry, and be arrogant and disrespectful to himself. Wow, that's a quality individual behavior right there.